What if the most dangerous place in your home isn't the staircase, isn't the front porch, but the bathroom? It's small, familiar, and used every single day. But for seniors over 70, it's where most fatal falls begin. You might think, it won't happen to me. I'm careful. But that's exactly what Martha believed, until one harmless-looking routine sent her straight to the hospital with a fractured hip. The scary truth is, it's not just one big accident. It's the tiny, silent habits we've repeated for years, the ones we never question, that slowly set the stage for disaster. Habits like standing up too fast, or walking in barefoot, or turning off the bathroom light at night. By the time we notice the risk, it's already too late. In this video, we're going to uncover 5 dangerous bathroom habits that most people over 70 don't even realize they're doing until it costs them their independence, or worse. And trust me, number 3 is the one most seniors ignore, even though it's one of the easiest to fix. So if you care about your safety, or the safety of someone you love, keep watching, because the most powerful protection starts with awareness. And this could be the video that prevents the fall that changes everything. Meet 2 men, both 74. Same age, same health history, but very different outcomes. Roger still lives at home, walks every day, and handles his own meals. Fred, he slipped in the bathroom just once. A fractured hip, months in rehab, and now he can't live alone anymore. What changed everything wasn't bad luck. It was routine. The difference between independence and decline often comes down to small daily habits, especially in the most dangerous room of the house, the bathroom. The truth is, most seniors don't fall because they're clumsy. They fall because of predictable patterns that go unnoticed until they're harmful. In this video, we'll explore 5 everyday bathroom habits that are easy to overlook, but carry real life-altering risks after 70. You'll learn why something as simple as standing up too fast can send you crashing down, how one missing $10 item could be the reason so many seniors end up in the ER, and why habit number 3 is the most common and the most dangerous. But this isn't about fear. It's about awareness and prevention, because once you recognize these risks, you can fix them today, and possibly protect years of independence, mobility, and peace of mind. Let's get into it, starting with habit number 1, the one under your feet right now. Before we begin, don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss a helpful tip. And if you're here, just type where you're listening from and what time is it in the comments. Habit 1. Slippery shower floors without grip mats. It seems harmless. A quick shower, a clean floor, nothing unusual. But the bathroom floor, especially inside the shower, is one of the most dangerous surfaces in your entire home. Every year, tens of thousands of seniors are hospitalized due to falls that started with just one wet step. Here's a stat that should stop you in your tracks. More than 80% of senior bathroom injuries happen in or around the shower or tub, and most of those start with a single slip. Let me tell you about Evelyn. She was 76, active and sharp. She lived alone and was proud of her independence. One morning after her usual warm shower, she stepped out, with wet feet, onto the smooth tile. Her foot slid, her body twisted, and in seconds she was on the ground, unable to get up. She had fractured her pelvis. That single moment took away 6 months of mobility and nearly cost her the ability to live on her own. What went wrong? Evelyn didn't use a non-slip mat in her shower. She had bath rugs outside, yes, but inside, just slick fiberglass and water. The problem is that aging changes how we balance, how fast we react, and how quickly our muscles respond. A floor you managed at 50 becomes a hidden hazard at 70, and water only increases the danger. So here's what you need to do. White heavy checkmark: install a textured non-slip grip mat inside your shower or tub, not just outside. White heavy checkmark: choose a mat with suction cups and drainage holes to prevent mold and keep it securely in place. White heavy checkmark: test your balance, stand on one foot for 10 seconds. If you wobble, it's time to take this seriously. And don't forget, if you have glass shower doors, avoid reaching for them as support. They're not built for weight and can shatter under pressure. The good news? This is one of the easiest and cheapest habits to fix. A $15 mat from any hardware store could save you from months in rehab or thousands in medical bills. So ask yourself, what's under your feet when you shower? And is it protecting you or putting you at risk? Because no one plans to fall, but you can plan to prevent it. Habit 2. Standing too quickly from the toilet, blood pressure drop. You probably don't think twice about it. You finish using the toilet, stand up quickly, maybe flush and walk away. But for many people over 70, that one sudden movement is the exact moment a dangerous fall begins. Let me explain why. When you sit for a while, especially on the toilet, your blood tends to pool in your lower body. If you suddenly rise without giving your body time to adjust, your blood pressure can drop rapidly. This condition is called orthostatic hypotension, and it's far more common in older adults than most people realize. That brief dizzy spell? That moment where the room spins just a little? That's your brain telling you it's not getting enough oxygenated blood. And that's when the fall happens. Let me tell you about Harold. He was 79, living comfortably in his daughter's home. Every morning he had a routine. Get up, walk to the bathroom, sit down, finish, stand, and go make tea. But one morning was different. He stood up a bit too fast, felt a wave of dizziness, lost his balance, and before he could even grab the counter, he collapsed, striking his head on the edge of the sink. What followed was a hospital stay, a diagnosis of a mild concussion, and weeks of confusion and slowed speech. It took months to recover, all because of one moment of pressure change his body couldn't handle. Here's what you need to know. After age 70, your blood vessels lose flexibility. Your body can't shift blood upward as fast as it used to. Combine that with medications for blood pressure, diabetes, or heart conditions, and the risk increases even more. So what can you do to prevent this? White heavy checkmark, pause before you rise. After using the toilet, sit for 10 to 15 seconds. Take a deep breath. Gently tighten your leg muscles to get the blood moving upward again. Then slowly push yourself up. White heavy checkmark, use grab bars. Install a grab bar next to the toilet, not a towel rack. Those aren't designed to hold your weight. A properly installed grab bar gives you leverage and stability as you stand. White heavy checkmark, monitor for symptoms. If you ever feel lightheaded or faint after standing, unsteady or unsure on your feet, a sudden need to sit back down, these may be signs your blood pressure is dipping too quickly. Talk to your doctor. A simple blood pressure test taken while lying down, sitting, and standing can reveal if you have orthostatic hypotension. There are treatments, adjustments, and medication changes that can help. One more tip. If you take medications that affect hydration or cause frequent urination, be extra cautious. Dehydration makes blood pressure drops even more dangerous. And remember, falls in the bathroom often cause the most serious injuries. The space is small, the surfaces are hard, and there's nothing soft to break your fall. Harold never imagined that simply standing up would change his life. Neither did his daughter. They've since added grab bars, put in a raised toilet seat, and Harold now wears grippy slippers with rubber soles, even inside the bathroom. He hasn't had a fall since. You don't need to fear the bathroom, but you do need to respect what aging does to your body and adjust accordingly. So next time you use the toilet, don't rush. Pause, breathe, rise slowly. Give your body time to catch up with your intentions, because every fall you avoid isn't just a near miss. It's a gift of more independence, more confidence, and more days lived safely. Habit 3. No night light during bathroom visits. It's the middle of the night. You wake up, feel the urge, and shuffle to the bathroom, half asleep, eyes barely open. You don't bother turning on the lights because you know the way. But here's the hard truth. Navigating the bathroom in the dark is one of the most dangerous habits for seniors over 70. Let's talk about why. As we age, several things happen to our bodies, even if we're otherwise healthy. Night vision deteriorates. The pupils don't dilate as quickly and contrast sensitivity decreases. Balance becomes more fragile, especially when standing from bed or walking after lying still. Blood pressure drops more often, leading to momentary dizziness, especially after getting up too fast. Reaction time slows. That means if you trip or misstep, you have less time to correct it. Put all of that together, and walking even a few feet in the dark becomes a serious risk. Let me tell you about Doreen. She was 82, lived alone, and had no major health problems. One night, like many others, she got up around 2 a.m. to use the bathroom. She didn't turn on a light. She didn't want to wake herself up too much. But as she turned the corner, her foot caught the edge of a rug. She lost her balance, fell sideways, and hit her shoulder on the bathroom counter. The result? A dislocated shoulder, fractured wrist, and a deep sense of fear that lingered long after the physical wounds healed. All of it could have been avoided with a $10 night light. A small plug-in motion-sensing light could have illuminated the hallway and bathroom just enough to guide her safely. This is not just about visibility, it's about giving your body the visual cues it needs to stay upright and alert. Here's what you can do. White heavy checkmark, install night lights in your bedroom, hallway, and bathroom. Opt for motion sensor types so they light up as soon as your feet hit the floor. This way you don't have to fumble for switches or shock your eyes with bright lights. White heavy checkmark, keep the floor path clear. Remove rugs, cords, or baskets. What seems harmless during the day becomes a trap in low light. White heavy checkmark, use contrast. If your floors, walls, and toilet are all the same color, it becomes harder to distinguish edges in the dark. Consider adding darker mats or outlines to key areas like the toilet base or door frame. White heavy checkmark, hydrate smarter. Many seniors wake up multiple times to urinate due to medication or age-related bladder changes. Speak to your doctor about managing nighttime bathroom frequency. It's possible to reduce how often you need to get up. White heavy checkmark, practice the 5-second sit. Just like with standing from the toilet, sit at the edge of your bed for 5 to 10 seconds before walking to help your blood pressure stabilize. The bathroom is risky enough in daylight. At night, without light, it becomes a silent trap. So ask yourself, if you had to walk to the bathroom right now with your eyes half closed, no lights on, and bare feet, would you make it safely? If the answer is maybe, then it's time to act. Because protecting your independence starts with something as simple as a tiny bulb that glows when it matters most. Habit 4. Reaching for towels or cabinets while wet. You've just stepped out of the shower. The floor is wet. Your body's damp. Maybe your balance feels just a little off. And then you stretch. You reach up toward a high cabinet or twist toward a towel rack just out of arm's reach. Seems harmless, right? But that one movement, a slippery foot, a wet hand, a sudden twist, is one of the most common triggers for serious bathroom falls. Here's the reality. Most falls don't happen when we're walking. They happen during moments of imbalance, when we stretch, bend, or twist without thinking. For seniors over 70, your center of gravity changes. Your skin loses traction. Your muscles aren't as responsive. Add moisture into the mix and your risk multiplies. Let me tell you about Jeanette. She was 75 and lived with her husband. Every day after her morning shower, she'd grab her towel from a hook on the back of the bathroom door, across the room. One day, while reaching with wet feet on a smooth floor, she slipped, fell sideways, and broke her hip. What made it worse? She hit her ribs on the sink on the way down. That fall led to surgery, physical therapy, and a long, painful recovery that changed her life for good. It all started with something simple, reaching while wet. So let's break this dangerous habit down. Why it happens? Stretching while wet decreases your balance. Grabbing at objects while on a slick floor causes your weight to shift suddenly. Cabinets and towel racks are often not anchored well enough to support a slipping body. What you can do. White heavy checkmark, bring everything within arm's reach before you shower. That includes towels, clothing, and toiletries. Prepare your space while you're dry and stable. White heavy checkmark, use a wall-mounted towel bar near the shower. Avoid draping towels over doors or hooks across the room. White heavy checkmark, install a shower seat. If balance is a concern, a seat allows you to dry off while seated, reducing the need to stretch or reach awkwardly. White heavy checkmark, place anti-slip mats in all areas where you step after a shower. Bathroom rugs without grip can be just as dangerous as bare floors. Make sure your mat stays in place. White heavy checkmark, avoid overhead cabinets. Store essentials in lower drawers or countertop baskets to reduce the need to reach or climb. White heavy checkmark, install a grab bar, not a towel rack, for support. Towel racks are not designed to support body weight. If you fall and instinctively grab for one, it could break off, worsening the injury. Jeanette's story is common. What she thought was just a routine was actually a perfect storm of risk factors. Don't let your daily habits become your biggest hazard. Ask yourself, are you reaching too far? Twisting without thinking? Are your towels and supplies forcing you into dangerous positions when your footing is least secure? Because prevention doesn't always look heroic. Sometimes it looks like moving a towel a few feet closer. And those tiny decisions? They could be the reason you stay upright, independent, and safe another day longer. Habit 5. Taking hot showers with the door closed. It sounds like the perfect way to relax. A long hot shower. Steam rising. Door shut. Privacy, warmth, peace. But for people over 70, that comforting habit could quietly become a life-threatening trap. Let's start with the science. When you take a hot shower in a closed space, steam rapidly fills the room. The temperature rises. Humidity increases. And oxygen levels can subtly drop. You begin to breathe in moist, warm air, and that affects your circulation, your breathing, and even your blood pressure. Now consider this. As we age, the body becomes less efficient at regulating temperature and managing rapid pressure changes. What feels soothing at first can lead to lightheadedness, dizziness, and even fainting, especially if you're on medications for high blood pressure or heart conditions. Let me share a real story. Raymond was 81. He loved his long hot showers. He said they loosened his joints and cleared his head. But one morning, after about 10 minutes in the steam, he opened the door, took one step out, and collapsed. His wife found him minutes later on the floor, soaked and unconscious. He had suffered a vasovagal episode, a drop in heart rate and blood pressure caused by prolonged heat and standing too quickly. Thankfully, he recovered, but not everyone does. Here's why it happens. Heat dilates blood vessels, lowering blood pressure. Steam fills your lungs, reducing oxygen intake over time. Closed doors trap humidity, creating a sauna effect in a space not meant for it. Combined with medications or dehydration, this can lead to syncope, sudden fainting, and a dangerous fall. What you can do: white heavy checkmark, keep the door slightly ajar or install a vent fan. You don't need to lose privacy, but letting steam escape keeps the air cooler and more oxygen-rich. White heavy checkmark, limit shower length and temperature. Aim for 5 to 8 minutes and keep water comfortably warm, not piping hot. If your mirrors fog up heavily, that's your warning sign. White heavy checkmark, stay hydrated before and after. Hot showers can cause light dehydration. Drinking a glass of water beforehand can help regulate your pressure. White heavy checkmark, install a shower seat. If you begin to feel dizzy or tired, sit. A sturdy seat with grip helps you stay safe without rushing. White heavy checkmark, open a window if possible, even just a crack, to keep air moving and reduce heat buildup. Raymond's doctors later told him that even 5 more minutes in that steamy bathroom could have ended differently. It's not about giving up comfort. It's about staying conscious and in control, literally. So the next time you step into the shower, ask yourself, is the warmth helping you or hurting you? Because sometimes the danger isn't in the fall itself. It's in the fog that hides it. Bathrooms are places of privacy, routine, and comfort. But after 70, they can quietly become places of real danger. Every habit we've covered in this video may seem small on its own, but together they shape your risk more than most people realize. Let's quickly recap. Slippery showers without grip mats can turn one step into a fall. Standing too fast from the toilet may trigger dangerous blood pressure drops. No night light during late visits invites stumbles in the dark. Reaching while wet throws off balance when the body is least steady. Steaming hot showers with the door closed can silently lead to dizziness or fainting. But here's the good news. These are all fixable. Today. Right now. One $10 mat, one small light, one mindful pause before you stand, they might be what saves you or a loved one from months of recovery or permanent loss of independence. So don't wait. Take a look around your bathroom tonight and ask yourself, is this space safe for the version of me I am becoming? You don't need fear, just foresight. Now that you've seen the 5 bathroom habits that quietly raise your risk of falls or worse, take a moment to reflect. Which habit surprised you the most? Was it something you or a loved one do every day without thinking? We'd love to hear from you in the comments. Your story could help someone else realize a danger before it's too late. And remember, even one small change can make a big difference. Whether it's installing a night light, adding a grab bar, or simply pausing before you stand, that's a step towards safety, strength, and independence. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like so others can find it too. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on the bell. We share practical, compassionate insights for living better after 70 every single week. You've made it this far, which means you care. Now it's time to take action, for yourself or for someone you love. Stay safe, stay strong, and we'll see you in the next video.